नजर ना लग जाए। सज धज कर बैठी माँ और मंद मंद मुस्काए। कोई काजल डिब्बी ले आओ, मैया को टीका लगा जाओ। कोई काजल डिब्बी ले आओ, मैया को टीका लगा जाओ। मेरी भोली भाली मैया को भक्तों की नजर ना लग जाए। सज धज कर बैठी माँ और मंद मंद मुस्काए। जब मैया चलती पग रख कर पाँव के घुंघरू बोल रहे। जब मैया चलती पग रख कर पाँव के घुंघरू बोल रहे। इस प्यारी प्यारी पायल को कंजक की नजर ना लग जाए। सज धज कर बैठी माँ और मंद मंद मुस्काए। मेरी माँ का मुखड़ा भोला है, चुनरी में चंदा लिपटा है। मेरी माँ का भोला मुखड़ा है, चुनरी में चंदा लिपटा है। इस सुंदर प्यारे मुखड़े को चंदा की नजर ना लग जाए। सज धज कर बैठी माँ और मंद मंद मुस्काए। मेरी माँ की लीला न्यारी है, तेरी सुंदर शेर सवारी है। मेरी माँ की लीला न्यारी है, तेरी सुंदर शेर सवारी है। इस जग की पालनहारी को कहीं खुद की नजर ना लग जाए। सज धज कर बैठी माँ और मंद मंद मुस्काए। प्रणाम स्वामी।
आशीर्वाद। ओम पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। सूत्र नंबर 46. First I chant, then you follow. Kastarati kastarati mayam yah sangam त्यजति यो महानुभावं सेवते निर्ममो भवति। कस्तरति कस्तरति मायाम या संगम त्यजति यो महानुभावं सेवते निर्ममो भवति। कस्तरति कस्तरति मायाम या संगम त्यजति यो महानुभावं सेवते निर्ममो भवति। The words are here ka, then tarati, again ka, then tarati, mayam, yah, sangam, त्यजति, then o, mahanubhavam, sevate, and Nirmamo Bhavati. So this sutra is a very big sutra. Now see the meaning. Kaha means who, Tarati crosses, again Kaha, who, Tarati crosses, Mayam, the world of senses, Ya, he who, Sangam, contact, Tejati, gives up, Ya who, Mahanubhavam, a great spiritual man, Sevate, resorts to and serve, Nirmamaha, free from mindness, Bhavati, becomes. See the meaning. Who crosses this Maya? Only he who avoids all contact with such objects of senses as are likely to inflame passion, who resorts to a great spiritual soul and serves him, and who is free from mindness or idea of position. Now Narad ji writing a question. Kastarti, Kastarti. He is repeating twice. Who crosses? So first thing, what is idea behind this sutra? The idea is there is no distance between you and God. Neither distance is geographical and nor it is distance of time. You are here and God is somewhere else in another planet. This is not idea of spirituality. God is everywhere, all time. So there is no distance between you and God. If it was distance in geographically, then it would have been covered by speed. If God is in any other planet, it was easy to reach there. The reality was, it may be reality like we are here. I am India and we are some another country. If we want to meet, then we have to cover this distance. And sometimes distance becomes because of time. Like today's date is 6 and something is going to happen date 7. So we have to wait. We have to wait. We cannot do. We just wait. Tomorrow will come, then thing will happen. So we don't have any option. Between you and God are absolute happiness. There is no distance. Those who do not have belief in God, they do not believe the absolute happiness. They don't have idea of absolute happiness. They say absolute happiness does not exist. Sometime happiness will come, sometime misery will come. This is the nature. Yes, this is nature. So those who does not believe in the absolute happiness, in the God, for them there is no God in any planet. For them there is no God in any time. If you believe, if you have faith, then God is here and right now. The only problem is there is a very, very weak curtain, very weak illusion, delusion, ignorance, and ignorance is I am here. This is confirmed. No doubt. I am here. But doubt is about God. God may not. If God is, then where? The only one thing is there between you and God, between you and great happiness, absolute happiness, that is ignorance. So just shake up yourself. Remove the ignorance. You and the God are same place, same time, always. You have to believe in the scriptures. Only question is very small. How to cross it? Narad is asking on his way. This same question in our scriptures and all spirituality, unlimited time has been asked by disciples how to overcome the Maya, how to overcross the Maya, ignorance. And simple answer is, do not make it complication. Do not make it complicate. The only answer is, this is illusion. Remove the illusion. This is darkness. To remove darkness, what should we do? Just, you need light. No more. Narad here asking, kastarati Maya. So Maya, the ignorance, is the only obstacle, hindrance between you and God, between you and supreme happiness. This is the Maya. So we have to cross. Every seeker, every human being, every aspirant has to cross this limit. That is why Narad is asking here, kastarati, who crosses this Maya? Who can overcome this Maya? Who can defeat this Maya? Who can understand this Maya? This is a question. And answer is not directly, because we want big answer. Question is very big, because question is about Maya. Maya is the entire universe, the Maya. The earth, the Maya. Water, air, fire, sky. All is entire universe is Maya. When we see God through the Maya, it appears like universe. So you are watching the God. Without God, except God, there is nothing. But when we watch the God through the Maya, it looks like this. So you have to cross this Maya. How? He is giving answers. Ya sangam tejatihi. Ya means the one who renounced the attachment, bondage. Just try to understand. Narad ji says, Sangam Tejati, renouncement of attachment, not renouncement of objects. We cannot renounce the objects. Objects are everywhere. My body is also an object. Mind is also an object. Sense organs are an object. So object cannot be renounced. You renounce just attachment. Sangam Tejati. The one who can renounce the object can cross the Maya. And Mahanubhavam Sevate. Another, there are so many qualities. Slowly, gradually, I will take everyone. Mahanubhavam Sevate. Mahanubhavam, the great personality. The Guru, the Master. In Bhagavatam, the same question was asked. Very similar question. Chapter 11th. No, Skand is 11th, chapter 3rd. There is a dialogue between Raja, King Indimi, and 9 Yogeshwara. Very similar question was asked by King. Kastarati, Kastarati, who can cross this Maya. And there is a Yogeshwar, his name is Prabuddha. Prabuddha means awakened person. Prabuddha means realized person. Prabuddha means who has crossed the Maya. He said, very similar way. Tasmad gurum prapaddeta jigyasu sroya muttamam. Therefore, because crossing of the Maya is not easy thing, it is not cup of tea. Tasmad, therefore, you have to go a master. Take his resource and learn with him. You have to learn everything. Compassion, charity, how to control anger, everything you have to learn from the Guru. So, Mahanubhavam Sevate. Sevate means live with him. Live your master with him and just follow instructions without saying anything. He can give messages without word. He can pass big messages. Mahanubhavam Sevate. Then Niramamo Bhavati. Another word is Niramamo Bhavati. Niramamo, mam means mine. This is mine. This is mine. Mam means this is mine. Possession. This is my, this is my, this is mine. This is our ego. This building belongs to me. This property belongs to me. This post belongs to me. So everywhere, mum, I, mineness, possessiveness. Narad is saying, for a seeker, for a devotee, this is not good. He should renounce myness. Objects are, they may be with me, but I am not the owner. Owner is the God. He gave me. It's okay. This is not mine. This is God's property. Everything belongs to the God. Niramamo. Now next sutra. Sutra number 47. Today sutras are very big. Yo vivikta sthanam shevate. Yo loka bandham unamulayati. Nistrೈ guñyo bhavati. Yogakshemam tyajati. Yo vivikta sthanam shevate. Yo loka bandham unamulayati. Nistrೈ guñyo bhavati. Yogakshemam tyajati. Yo vivikta sthanam sevate. Yo loka bandham unamulayati. Nistrೈ guñyo bhavati. Yogakshemam tyajati. In the sutra, there are so many words. Ya means who. Vivikta sthanam, the lonely and holy place. Sevate, resorts. Ya, who. Lokabandham, worldly desires are bonds. Unmulayati, roots out. Nistrೈ gunya, free from effects of the three gunas. Bhavati, becomes. Ya, who. Yogakshemam, acquisition and preservation. Tyajati, gives up. So path of the devotion, Narad is explaining here. If you, as a devotee, if you want to go beyond of the Maya, then you must have these qualities. Yo vivikta sthanam sevate. You have to go for some time. Vivikta sthanam. Vivikta sthanam, the lonely place. Lonely place. Solitary. So it does not mean everyone should go to Himalaya. And for your kind information, Himalaya is also not lonely place. There is also so many big towns, big cities, villages. There are roads. There are so many people. So Himalaya is not only lonely place for seeker. If you want to live such place, you can make it your own house. So first thing is, Narad is saying here, you have to go lonely place. What, why? Understand. When we are in crowd, there are different kind of people, objects. We are in market, there are crowd. There may be your enemy, your friends, a good person, bad person, rich person, poor person, and we see and we comment. This person is good, this is bad, this is a rich person, this is a poor person. And we are busy with others. Always our target is outside. This person is good. This person is the mayor of the city. This person is a big person. This is beautiful. This is ugly. This is rich, intelligent. This is a professor, student. Always we are watching outside and giving judgment. We are not aware about ourselves. That is why we need crowd. The philosophy is go to solitary place when there is no good person, no bad person, no rich, no poor, no ugly, no beautiful. You are alone. Slowly, slowly, your mind started going to inside. The mind wants to do something, but you are not giving any other person. Solitary place, slowly, slowly, mind goes inside and started giving information about you. You are like this. You are like this. The lonely place is like a mirror. You can see your own face. It becomes very difficult. But this is a practice. You follow this. Do not go in the Himalaya. Do not go in any other forest. Do not go in the river's bank. Just your house is enough. Or sometime every day or night, anytime, go to a solitary place. On a room, you are alone. Do not do anything. No chanting, no meditation, no reading, and no sleeping. Because this is a possibility. You go solitary place and you may sleep. So be careful. Do not sleep. You should be very alert. Vivekta Sevi. Narad ji is saying, in this place, your mind will give information about you, about God. Lok bandhan anumulayati. And the second thing is Lok bandhan. Lok means the worldly boundaries. I am bound. With whom? I thought this is mine. Any object is inert. This object does not know anything about us. But I am very obsessed with that object. This is mine. Always I am thinking about that object. This is the bandhan. Narad is saying, you have to uproot all boundaries. You should be free, without any boundaries. It is like this, if you are flying a kite in the sky, and kite is tied in the thread. So no matter how elevation it takes, it is bounded. It is in your control. Anytime you can take it back. Its thread is in your hand. So elevation makes no difference. Same, sometimes seeker may take some steps towards spirituality. But objects are very strong. They can pull you very easily. Very small objects, not like kingdom. Very small object can pull you from very, very height. That is why Narad is saying, Lokabandham unmulayati. You are trying to take elevation in spiritual life. So you have to first untie yourself from the objective world. And now he is saying, Nistray Gunyo Bhavati. attributes, Shat, Raj, and Tam. We have discussed so many times in Vivek Chudamani. There are three qualities, three attributes, Sattva, Raj, and Tam. Because of them, sometimes you are angry, sometimes you are calm, sometimes you are active, sometimes inactive. You are very confused. I am angry or I am calm. This calmness is not your own nature. This calmness is given by Sattva. This calmness is not your own property. You may be calm because Sattva is there. And next moment, Tamaguna can come, Rajaguna can come. When they enter, you may become very angry. Same person, few minutes he was so quiet, so calm, he was talking so lovely, and immediately, next moment, he becomes so angry. You cannot believe. Before some time, this person was so calm, so quiet. So modes change. Sometimes Sattva enters, it makes you calm. Next moment, Rajaguna comes, it makes you restless, active. Then Tamaguna takes place, you become sleepy. So who are you? You are angry, you are calm, you are active, you are inactive. You are totally confused. Because these all qualities, these are not your nature. These are because of the guna. Narad ji giving instructions to seeker, Nistraya Gunyo. You have to cross three gunas. You should be unaffected by Sattva Guna. Rajaguna comes and goes. It will make agitation in your mind. You should be very careful. Now Rajaguna have come. He is making my mind restless, not me. You are a watcher. You are witnessing. Next moment, Tamaguna can come. And you are watching. Tamaguna is coming. And he will make my mind, not me. The Tamaguna will come and it will make my mind sleepy, inactive. But I am unaffected. I am unaffected. Nistraya Gunyo Bhavati. Narad ji says, thus he becomes beyond of the three gunas. And next, Yoga Kshemam Tyajati. Very beautiful. Very beautifully, Narad ji giving some very serious principles of philosophy. He says, Yoga Kshemam Tyajati. Here are two words, Yoga and Kshema. When Yoga word comes, immediately in our mind, the meaning comes, Yoga means the Patanjali Yoga Sutra or any other Hatha Yoga. But here, Yoga means very different. Here, Yoga does not mean like Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Here, Yoga means these two words are together, Yoga and Kshema. Yoga means things which you have to collect. You want to acquisition. Yoga means your target. I want this, I want this, I want this. I have a long list. First, I want education. Then I want a job. Then I want money. Then I want house. I want this, I want this, I want this. This is the yoga. Desires of objects. I want this. This is the yoga. Then comes kshema. Kshema means possessiveness. So first thing comes in our mind, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. This is the yoga. And I have earned. Somehow I managed. I earned. The next thought will come in your mind, how to protect it, how to preserve it. I do not want to this object go from away to me. This object go from me. So this is the next thought. Kshema. Kshema means whatever I have, I do not want to give up. Yoga Kshema. In two thoughts, all our life becomes always engaged. Only two thoughts. This is my desire, and this is I have, I do not want to give up. The seeker is one who gives up totally thought to the God. He says, for me, God will manage. Whatever my require is, God will do for myself. Yoga Kshemam Tajati. In Gita, Lord Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, Ejana Paripasate, Tesham Nityabhyuktanam, Yoga Kshemam Bahamyam. For those who have renounced everything unto me, for them I will do everything. So Yoga Kshemam Tajati. Now, next sutra, sutra number 48. Ya karma phalam tyajati karmani sanyashati tato nirdvando bhavati. Ya karma phalam tyajati karmani sanyashati tato nirdvando bhavati. Ya karma phalam tyajati karmani sanyasti tato nirdvando bhavati. Yah karma phalam tyajati karmani sanyashyati tato nirdvando bhavati. See the meaning? The words are yah karma phalam tyajati karmani sanyashyati tata nirdvandvaha bhavati. Meanings are, ya who karma phalam, the fruits of action, tyajati gives up, karmani actions, sanyashyati renounce, tataha then, thereby, nirdvandvaha free from pair of opposites, bhavati becomes. The meanings are, he who renounces the fruits of his actions and who renounces all actions goes beyond the pairs of opposites like pleasure and pain, good and bad, heat and cold, bhavati becomes. Now Narad ji gives some another parameters. He says, ya karma phalam tejati. Karma phalam, the fruits of the action. Very opposite way we work. First we think, if I work, what I will get. Very simple theory. If I work, if I do this one, if I do this work, what will I get? If I do not get anything, why should I do? Why should I work? Simple theory. First we think about fruit. Then we start working. And sometimes we succeed and sometimes does not succeed. And when we does not succeed, we become so nervous. The results does not come according to my expectation, then I become so upset. I worked so hard, but result did not come. That is why I am unhappy. I am working and I am unhappy. Narad is saying the philosophy of the devotees is very different. He works without any desire. Karma phalam tejati. He works very hard and without any expectation, without any desire. I am working, I am working, I am working. God is there, no? He will manage. He has faith in the God, capacity of the God, the law of the God. If you have the faith of the God, the capacity of the God, then why should you worry? God will give. Karma phalam tejatihi. In Gita, Lord Sri Krishna says again and again, ma phaleshu kadachana. You work is your right. The fruit is right of God's. He will give. And next word is very, the phrase is karmani sannyasati. Now he is saying the devotee renounce the working action. How is it possible? Narad says karmani sannyasati. Karmani means actions. He renounces actions. How is it possible? How one can renounce the totally actions? Lord Sri Krishna says in Gita, Nai kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karmikrit. No one can live without working in single moment. So what is the meaning? So we have to understand this meaning. Words, karmani sannyasti. It is like this. If you are agree that I am the body, if you accept that I am the mother, then for you all motherly duties becomes important. Your mother, your sister, your brother, then you are human being, then there are duties and you cannot escape. You have to follow. Karmani means when I accept that I am the body, then for me, there are some duties. I am hungry, I have to eat. I am thirsty, I have to drink water. I am ill, I have to take medicine because I am the body. So if I am the body, then bodily all activity I have to follow. I am a desirous man. I want this, I want that. Then in the Vedas, there are so many rituals, sacrifices. If you want this, then you do this work, sacrifice, you will get this one. In Vedas, there are so many ritualistic activity. If you have desire, go to heaven, then you do this sacrifice, you will get, you will take to heaven. If I say I am not the body, I am just devotee of the God, then for me, there is no karmani, no activity. I am the devotee of the God. So, in Vedas, the upper Veda, the Gyan Kant, like Tattvamasi, Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, it is necessary. You have to follow. But ritualistic part, you can renounce. Then Tato Nirdvando Bhavati, Narad says, after that, the devotee becomes Nirdvandva, become beyond of the opposite pairs, like happy, misery, death, and birth. These are opposite pairs. One is not complete. Alone, birth is not complete. Something is missing. Alone, birth is not complete. Something is missing, and missing is death. Happiness is not complete happiness. It requires misery. Night is not complete night. It requires day. Left is not complete without right. So this is the nature of the world. But for devotee, it is beyond of the Dvandva Sattva, pair of the opposite. Now next one. Yo Veda napi sanyasati kevalam anavicchannam anuragam labhate. Yo Veda napi sanyasati kevalam avichinna anuragam labhate. Yo Vedanam api sanyasati kevalam avichinnam anuragam labhate. See the meaning. He who abandons even the Vedas, even the rites and ceremonies prescribed by the Vedas, and obtain undivided and uninterrupted flow of love towards God. Narad says, Yo Vedanapi Sanyasati. The devotee, the real devotee who has crossed the last rank of the ladder, for them, Vedanapi Sanyasati, Veda is also says, now you are beyond of the us. Vedas are for the worldly things, are the heaven. Vedas can give you the worldly things. In Gita, Lord Sri Krishna says, Chandansya Paranani. The world becomes beautiful because of the Vedas. Like a tree is beautiful because of the leaves. There is very beautiful leaves, green. Then you say, very beautiful tree. So this world is also beautiful because of the Vedas. You do the activity according to Vedas, you will get virtue, punya. Because of punya, you have everything. You have happiness, you have property, house, intellect, perfect body, good family, Everything you have because of your virtue. So sometimes you have done some virtues. Chandan se paranani. If you want the worldly things, you can achieve through the Vedas. If you want heaven, then you can achieve through the Vedas. Now, for this devotee, he does not want the worldly things and he does not want even heaven. Such people is beyond of the Vedas. Such person is transcends from the Vedas. Kevalam avichinnam anuragam lavate. Narad says he achieved avichinnam, without interruption, love of the God. The real devotee is always devotee. If he is in temple, he is devotee. He is in the marketplace, he is devotee. Anywhere, he is connected to the God. I am the devotee of the God. Everywhere, unknowingly, in unconscious mind, deep down, like you deep down, you understand that I am human beings. No need to repeat it. You are not going to repeat, I am a human being, I am a human being, I am a human being. No. Unknowingly. If you have these qualities, whatsoever Narad has given, kevalam avichinnam anuragam lavat. You will get uninterrupted love to the God. Now, last one. Sa tarati, sa lokans tarayati. Sa tarati, sa lokans tarayati. Sa tarati, sa lokans tarayati. See, the words are satarati, sa lokan tarayati. Meaning is, sa means that person, tarati crosses, sa that person, tarati crosses, sa that person, lokan all the words mankind, tarayati helps to cross. Now, in the very first sutra, today's very first sutra, the question was asked by Narad, kastarati, kastarati. This was the question. Now, answer is being given here in this sutra, na satarati, satarati. In this sutra, answer is being given, satarati, sa, that person crosses. You remember the question? Yes. Question was, who tarati? Who crosses the world? So, crosses the world means crosses the Maya. Overcome to Maya. If someone wants to overcome the Maya, he has to attain these qualities. Not easy way. Way looks very simple. As I told you, whether you read Vivek Chudamani or you read Narad Bhakti Sutra, things are similar. The path is very similar. More or less. Only thing is, in this path, God is leading you. You are the follower of the God. God is doing things so much to you. And that path You are taking responsibility. I can do myself. Path of the knowledge, you says, I can do myself. Oh God, don't worry. You sit. Don't worry. I can do for myself. And in this path, the path of the devotion, you says, oh God, I cannot. I am unable. I am surrendering to you. You do. God will say, okay, I will do you. But path is same. Things are similar. How will reach there? You have to cross the Maya. Ignorance. Maya means ignorance. You have to cross. You have to transcend the Maya. Satarati. The person who has these qualities, that person can cross the Maya. And not only cross, Narad takes another step. Very beautiful. He says, Tarayati lokanscha. This is very beautiful phrase. He says, after realization, having done his own work, then he helps others. He helps seekers. Tarayati. This person has done whatever has to be done. It is finished. No work. Gita says, Tasya karyam na vidyate. For him, there is no duty. Now, what he should do? He has no work. If you don't have your work, then do God's work. Then God will give you duty. God will say, do it for me. You don't have your own work. Now you do some work for me. And what work is God wants to from you? The creation of the world, God can do alone. The sustain, the preservation, and the destruction, preservation, destruction, God alone can done it. The God's work, which is we can do for God, that is you help others. You help others. If you give foods for others, it is helping, but this is not God's work. God's work is the work God cannot do. If you are a seeker, you are striving, but you are not succeeding. So you need some help. Direct help God cannot do. Such seeker, such realized person helps us. This is the real work of the God. You are doing charity, good, do. Sacrifice, pilgrimage, you do. This is for yourself. See, if I say, oh God, do something for me, this is the worldly thought. If I say, God, I want to do for something you, this is the thought of the devotee. Oh God, I want to do for something to you. This person, Tarayati, helps the seekers who are striving, who are in the path. Tarayati, who helps the other people. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Sati. Shankaram Sankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha ओम शांति शांति शांति। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत। ओम शांति।